Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. Today we're talking about the Vanquest Mobius 2.0 V-Packer. This bag has been my EDC bag for about the past month. I've used their V-Slinger bags, I've used their Messenger bag. I liked the original version of the Mobius when I checked it out, but I'm glad I actually waited to get the 2.0 because this has some features that are really important to me just as far as an everyday carry bag. Now there are different preferences, what people like and what people don't like, but for me this one just meets really all the criteria that I'm really looking for in an EDC bag. Now if you want to see some other information about this bag and hear it from James, who's the man in charge over at Vanquest, you can check out the link below, and that is from SHOT Show 2016 where he showed me a bunch of their new gear including the Mobius 2.0. So as we start off here, let me give you some of the specs. Your net weight is 2.2 pounds. It is 2.1 pounds if you get it in multicam or black multicam. Your total capacity is 11.5 liters. Here are the different sections and the different sizes, okay? So your main compartment is 10 by 8.25 by 5. Your front compartment is 8.5 by 7 by 1.75. Your top compartment is 4 by 6.5 by 1. Your side compartments are 7 by 4.5 by 2. And your collapsible side bottle pockets are 8 by 4 by 2. There's also a CCW compartment, and that is 10.25 high, 14 inches across the top, 7 inches across the bottom, with a 9-inch zipper opening. It does have a neoprene handle. It does have the Molly Pals webbing across it, and this is the new Molly Air, Moly Air, as some people call it. The material is 1000D mill-grade Kudora, and it's got water-repellent Teflon fabric protector from DuPont. And really any other features that you want to know, you can dig around on their website. I'll put links down below. Those are the main ones that jump out to me. And now let's actually talk about the bag and the different sections and show you what I'm carrying in it. All right, so up top here you can see you have some Velcro, so you can throw some patches on there if you want. Also this Molly Air webbing, so you can attach gear to that if you wanted to do that. The zipper is opening toward your body. Since your body's gonna be here, it's opening toward your body. And you can see inside it's got this bright orange, and it's also fleece, and the idea is you can put a smartphone in there, you can certainly put a pair of sunglasses in there, basically things you don't want to get scratched. In here, what I'm carrying right now, 3 things. Got a power supply, just an extra battery backup, got some pepper spray, and I've got a beanie, and it is heading into late spring and then summer soon, but in New Hampshire, the weather's pretty crazy sometimes, so I'll keep the beanie with me for now. This is the front section. This is some webbing that I'll show you when we get to the back section, but I keep it in here just as a backup. I've also got one of my cords that I just threw in here, got some duct tape, and I've got a Leatherman juice as well. Nice, easy access pocket, so when you're carrying it, boom, unzip this, grab, stick your hand in to grab your gear and go. Here's one of your tall side pockets, so it unzips like this. In here I've just got, this is from a CRKT tactical pen that I have, but this is where I keep all my plugs from my iPhone and my iPad and things like that. Inside it is black, but then you have that high-vis orange. And again, if you haven't heard this before, the idea is because you put gear in there and that high visibility background, now you're able to see what's actually in there versus it being all black and dark inside. Internal pocket there, an internal pocket here as well. Standard Molly on the outside, so you can attach more gear there. I just slid a pen through there so I can have a pen pretty much accessible at all times. So flipping it around to the other side, I've got this pocket, same thing as we just showed you. Nothing in that right now, but what I do want to show you is the water bottle holder. This was a major win for me when it came to wanting to review this bag and actually check it out. So this is a full-size Nalgene, smaller, thinner bottles that have a less wide diameter. They're going to fit even better in here. But essentially what you have here is this elastic bungee that goes around the top there. Take that out of the way, take the bottle out, and there's a zip here. So zip that up. You can take this bungee and put it down in, and then there's a little bit of Velcro hook and loop, which basically, makes the pocket, for all practical purposes, disappear, and now you've got just this side pocket. Again, if you want to put a water bottle in, zip this down, open it up a little bit, slide the water bottle in, and then put the bungee over the top like that. Over here on the back section, you can see we've got this kind of perforated material, so it's going to be much more breathable than if it was just one straight piece of fabric. You can see you've got a little toggle here and here. That piece of cordage that I had before basically connects, and you run it basically around your waist or your back and then click it in over on the other side with the other end of the buckle, and that's just to give the bag more control when you're carrying it. So this part right here is going to be slung across your shoulder, and then that around your waist, so it's just much more secure. This is your CCW pocket. Inside here there is some hook and loop, so you can put one of Vanquest's universal pistol holsters in there, and again, that's right up against your body. And I do want to note here that it is lockable, so these two zippers come together. You can put a lock in there, so it is it's not like putting it in a gun safe or anything like that, but it's more secure than just having it, you know, somebody to be able to unzip it. At the end of the video, I'll give you a kind of basically a list that I'll tell you of all the new features of this one compared to the older version, but we're going to be showing you some of those along the way. So here on the front, got a hook and loop section on the two little panels of it, so you have a pocket right there. Now you unzip this, and I've got my gear that's just recently put in here, so it's not all perfectly organized, but this rolls out, and it basically turns into like one of their Fat Boys or their other gear organizing pieces. That it has the bungee here, so you can put all kinds of gear in there, and then lots of different sections in here. So high vis, again, a section behind, the section in front. I've got pens, I've got some sunscreen, I got a spork, I got a tactical pen, I got a Tide to Go stick. I have a med kit that I'm basically going to unload and put organized in here. So that's great. You know, you have this on you, boom, you just unzip that, all your medical gear is immediately accessible. Back behind here, I basically got an extra poncho and some wet wipes, and then I've also got a bandana in there. But I love that. This thing drops down, you've got all your gear organized and stored, ready to go, especially med gear. You know, if this is a bag that you're carrying every day, it's nice to have some solid med gear right in that section. Getting into the main compartment, you can see basically you're going to unclick this section and open it up. There's hook and loop here and here, so you can actually fold this down, and if you're carrying it, you can have this section immediately accessible, you know, without having this flopping all over the place. It kind of falls down like this, and it'll either ride against your body, or you can have it drop down a little bit. So that's cool. Another, you know, those little thoughtful features add up to big advantages, I think, in the long run. Let me show you another one real quick, just as I was thinking of it. Here's your clip. But down here on the bottom, this is where you pull it to make it tight. They got more retention here, so the extra webbing isn't going all over the place. And then just another section of webbing so that this is not flopping all over the place. It's basically organized and flush up against the bag. In your main section, you have this drawstring on the top. You can use it or not use it. I wasn't using it for a long time, but my bag got so full that I decided to actually start using it. So in my main section, I keep my Bible. I've got a book, a journal, another book. Here I have my iPad. Just put those all down there. This fell down the side. I haven't found a place for it yet, but this is a large Streamlight flashlight. This is, what is this called? This is the ProTac HL USB. So it's definitely a larger flashlight, and that's in there. And then down inside we have some more of that high vis material and two internal pockets to organize your gear, as well as some hook and loop closure along the back section of that internal pocket. One of my favorite features about this bag is that it's ambidextrous, so you can wear it on your right or your left shoulder. Most times when you get a bag like this, it's got kind of an extended section depending on which side you're going to be wearing it on, and if you spin it around to the other side, it's kind of weird, it just doesn't sit right. As you can see with this one, it's got that extended section on both sides. So if I'm wearing it on my right shoulder like this, totally fine, totally comfortable with that extended section there with hook and loop to adjust. And if I switch it to my left shoulder, same thing, got that extended section here. So that's a major win for me with this bag, because honestly, I'm switching back and forth to right and left side carry, depending on just the day or what's in the bag, or just sometimes when I get out of the car, I sling it on one side instead of the other. So with this, it doesn't really matter which side I'm going to carry it on, because I can set it up properly on either side. So that eliminates the necessity to choose when you're buying the bag. Now you just got to pick the color, and now you're good to go because you can wear it on either shoulder. So as I mentioned, I want to read to you a full rundown of everything that's different in the Mobius 2.0 versus the 1.0. First, it's 15% larger than the original Mobius V-Packer, has the ambidextrous design, so you can carry it right shoulder or left shoulder. It has the ambidextrous and collapsible water bottle pockets, which is great. Top compartment with that high visibility fleece lining, fits an iPhone 6 Plus or other similar smartphones, obviously depending on how big a case you have your phone in. The built-in elastic cord medical organization and maximizer elastic webbing. So that's that front section I showed you, great for medical gear, you know, a first aid kit, something like that. out-of-sight CCW compartment. Also fits the latest iPad and iPad Air. It has the loop face Molly Air, as some people call it, and 2 gusseted slip pockets for quick access to multi-tool, flashlight, etc. So that's my wrap up of the Vanquest Mobius 2.0. Vanquest has a wide variety of gear, so messenger bags, sling bags, full-on backpacks, smaller backpacks, larger backpacks. Definitely head over to their website, vanquest.com, and check out what they have. I've been impressed across the board with the different things I've used from them, and having spoken to them at various trade shows, they're definitely thinking, you know, what are ways we can improve in large ways and in small ways the gear that they're putting out. So stay tuned for more reviews of Vanquest gear coming up pretty soon from Everyday Tactical Vids. And as always, thanks for checking out our videos. Take care.